Today we answer the question, which reusable coffee cup is best for you? We tested 6 of the best and came up with recommendations based on science.
Yeah, stick around and see which one suits you best.
Hi there, I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And we're from the Coffee Science and Education Centre at 7 Miles Coffee Roasters. In these videos, we do a whole bunch of different things. We look at how to make coffee, we unravel some of the mysteries of coffee using science. Hit subscribe down below if you want to see anything more. In this video, we are looking at Keepcups. And Keepcups. So, Victoria, I mean, we tested a few different Keepcups and a few different things. Which cups did you test?
We tested 6 cups. We tested Frank Green, Stokke, Keepcup the brew, that is the glass one, Keepcup the original, that is the plastic one, and Soul Cup and Huskee cup.
So a few different cups, you tested a few different things. So what was the first thing that you tested?
We tested like heat loss to see how long does it last the coffee hot. And what we did was measure the temperature drop every 5 minutes. And what we found out is the Frank Green was the best one, the one that lasts for longer hot.
So when there was another one that lasted quite a while as well. It was Frank Green number 1 for sure, for a long way.
Yes, and Stokke was the second one.
Stokke was the second.
That is because the material that they are built, they are stainless steel with an insulation layer. So yeah, that allows the heat to stay inside the cup rather than like.
So that was the first thing. So what was the second thing that you tested?
We tested the seal quality of every cup.
Okay, so how did you do that? How did you actually make sure that the coffee didn't leak anything?
We put the lid and we shake it, then we put it upside down and we check if they spilled any drop.
Yeah.
And what we found out is that again the Frank Green was the best seal. Frank Green was the best one so far, and then the second one was again Stokke. This one, although when we shake it, it didn't drop, but when we put it upside down, like it dropped.
Just a little bit.
Spilled a little bit,
How do the Soul Cup and all the other ones sort of fare?
Well, the Keepcups, they have a lid with a plug, and it's not like a spill-proof, but it's a splash-proof. That means, again, if we shake it, like we might drop a little bit, but they are...
So inside the car, say, when you put your coffee inside a car, some people are going to be doing that?
Yeah, like that, I reckon it's going to be fine, but like it's not 100%.
So we've looked at the one that seals the best, but sometimes these kinds of things have an impact on how they clean. So in this case, maybe we'll do it reverse order. Which one was the most difficult to clean?
The most difficult to clean definitely was the Frank Green, because the lid is it seals perfect, but has 7 parts that we had to pull apart to clean it properly. And it makes the hardest to clean.
Yeah, which one's the easiest to clean?
The easiest, I would say, like they all are pretty easy to clean actually, but like the Soul Cup is the easiest with the Huskee cup because they just have the lid and the cup. And the Keepcups, they have this plug, but it's pretty easy to take apart as well.
So we talked about cleanliness or cleaning the cups. Now we want to talk about durability. Durability will be the next. So what does durability mean? Like,
well, how long it will last the cup. And what we will recommend you is like if you want a cup that lasts long, then like stainless steel probably is the best option because they are the strongest in terms of material resistant. However, if you drop these cups, like they might be damaged and they might lose the heat retention property. But yeah, in terms of like resistance, they are pretty tough.
Yeah, well, in a real world test, I actually got this Stokke cup and put it on top of my car, and then I drove off and it smashed on the ground. And by the way, I didn't leak any of the coffee. And it seems to still keep the coffee relatively hot, and the cup doesn't get hot when you put fresh coffee inside it. So it seems to be lasting. So stainless steel definitely is the more durable of the materials.
Yes, however, remember to don't put it in the dishwasher because they will lose the heat quality.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the plastic ones, they are the second toughest in terms of material. They last and they are pretty resistant.
We've done some pretty harsh tests on the
if you drop them, they are going to be fine. Depends as well in the kind of plastic they are made of. They are different plastics.
So obviously we tested a couple of cups that are made out of hardened glass. What about those?
Of course, when it comes to glass, they are going to break the easiest. Like if we drop them, they are going to shatter. So yeah, better be careful with those ones.
So we tested a whole bunch of different cups made of a whole bunch of different materials. Victoria, you tested the way that each material can affect the taste.
Yes, and I would recommend to drink always from glass or ceramic. The stainless steel cups, the Stokke and the Frank Green are covered with like a ceramic inner layer that like yeah, they are inert materials, glass and ceramic. But like opposite, like plastic will, you might taste hints from like coffee if you drink a tea in it, and yeah.
The more interesting one here was actually the Soul Cup, because the Soul Cup's probably one of the few cups that actually has like a silicone sort of seal. How did that go?
I'm not a fan, to be honest, to drink from silicone. I particularly like to drink the coffee like without lids. But if like I will say, if you like a lid, like better a hard plastic.
So, I mean, all these things said, which cup would you buy if it were your money?
I will say I will go for a Soul Cup. Because it's to be glass, it's lightweight, and I love drinking from glass particularly. I feel that it's the best taste experience. And
But that's necessarily without the lid on, right?
yes, and I particularly drink without a lid. Like to carry, I put the lid on, but to drink from, I just drink from glass. And it's a thin glass, which like, I don't know, I really enjoy it particularly, but yeah.
For me, I actually prefer drinking out of a Stokke cup. I think the Stokke cup's been beautifully designed, looks good, feels good in the hands, got a nice thick lip if you want to drink out of it. This seal works very, very nicely, and again, I've dropped this off my car and it seemed to keep my coffee warm, hot, cozy. You know, I like this cup. This is a beautifully designed cup. It's very expensive, but I think it's worth the money.
Yes.
So that's what we like. But what do you like? Feel free to comment below. Tell us what you like. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
See you next time.